Welcome into Sleepers 4.0, and today I'm bringing you 4 more names to look at late in drafts. As always, if you like baseball or fantasy baseball content, hit the subscribe button. First player on this list is Bradish of the Baltimore Orioles. In the second half, he made a notable overhaul to his pitch mix. Not only was there a pitch mix change, but he induced more ground balls, he attacked the zone more, and this all led to him essentially cutting his ratios in half. He also introduced a sinker late in the season, which further assisted in all this. Between Camden Yards not being what it used to be for pitchers back in the day, and having a full offseason to build off of these changes, there's a lot to like and a lot of potential here for Bradish. The next player on this list is Brash of the Seattle Mariners. Brash was going to be transitioned into a starting pitcher again, or at least attempted to, but playing in the WBC, word is that he's going to remain in the bullpen, which is just fine because you have Paul Sewald, who isn't 100% yet. You have Andres Munoz also dealing with something in the offseason. Brash could enter the year scraping a few saves along the way, but the big thing is how good he was as a relief pitcher last year. Among pitchers who had at least 20 innings pitched in the first half and the second half, Brash had the biggest gain in K- walk rate, which is a huge indicator of strikeout potential, not to mention just overall skill set being there for him. As a starter, walks were an issue, but as a reliever, he was electric. He has great stuff plus metrics, which usually indicate how good someone can be, especially as a reliever. There's a lot to like here, and if he gets stretched out as a starter, maybe he can succeed, but even if he doesn't, he could be very successful as a multi-inning guy out of the bullpen, and that has value in deeper formats. Third on this list, Nolan Jones of the Rockies. Among players with at least 50 plate appearances, Jones had the biggest difference in WOBA and ex-WOBA against a shift. AKA, he got really unlucky against a shift. Production should have been better. However, that is such a small sample, it is hard to truly bank anything on that. The whole banning of the shift should play in Jones's favor. Jones should be able to get a path to playing time in the outfield. And the power metrics are really strong. So having that power and potential for playing time with cores, that's something you want to dream on, something you want to take a shot on. Best part about this is that Jones is going so late in drafts that there's nothing but upside here. Little risk, a lot of reward. Yes, there are some strikeout issues, but a lot of the strikeout issues are due to him being overly passive at the plate. There is a path to platooning here, but on the strong side as the left-handed hitter here. All in all, there's a lot to like here with Jones, and he's someone I found myself targeting later in drafts. The final guy on this list is Brennan of the Guardians. Brennan is a guy that's going to need injury or underperformance to likely get that playing time we want, but the skill set is so flashy and it's somebody you want on your roster or somebody you want on your watch list to go ahead and just be able to pick up right away if playing time does present itself. He makes a ton of contact. He has elite K rate. Across 3 levels last year, he hit 15 home runs and stole 22 bases, so you know the power and speed potential is there if he gets full run in the big leagues. Not to mention, he never hit below 300 at any stop. He's going very late in drafts, and that's because there's a lack of true path to playing time right now. But a guy like this, I don't think it'll take much for him to crack that lineup. I know Straw has the better defense, and Straw's defense will give him some leash, but I think Brennan will factor in right away as a 4th outfield type and get some run as soon as there's even a little bit of underperformance or injury from other outfielders. So that's going to do it for Sleepers 4.0. Sleepers 5.0 will be out next week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. It's greatly appreciated, and until next time, I'm Mike with GTE Fantasy, and we'll talk soon.